Well, we're very pleased that we're going to be allowed to have the conducted energy devices back again. I think it's a useful option for our officers. It does fit on a very high deployment rate on our use of force model. It falls right under the use of a firearm. So we've worked very closely with the Saskatchewan Police Commissioner on the policy and how it will be used.
What are the highlights of the policy you want the public to know?
Well, it's under a lot of scrutiny, and it should be. So if one of our officers has to deploy the weapon, after the weapon has been deployed, he or she has to call a sergeant to the scene to view what happened. An ambulance has to be called to make sure that there's medical attention given in case there's any issue there. The officer has to put in a use of force report. The attending sergeant has to put in a use of force report. That is then reviewed internally with our use of force review board, and then sent off to the Saskatchewan Police Commissioner for a further review. So it's under a lot of accountability for that weapon.
Could you describe a scenario where you would see one of these devices being sort of the ideal tool?
It would be if you're approached by someone that has a knife and is flailing the knife, and you have to make a split-second decision. Could I use a conducted energy device, or do I have to actually use lethal force? That's where we see that weapon being used. It's not a come-along weapon or compliance weapon. It's very high on our use of force continuum. So whenever we use that device, I'll put out something to the media. I think it's very important. In the past, we've only heard the sad stories that have come out of the use of that weapon, and I'd like to make sure that there's a balance to the public on how we utilize it.